sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. My paycheck made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Forever, man.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. They find some open
change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. That is one at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Patrick DeMarco, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Hauschkat. And this will be a touchback.
Leopard!
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick? The tackle there with a slide. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Milano able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they revel in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
It's really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First carry for Chris Ivory. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and move some things up.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, Allen. And caught by Curley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it.
And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. But they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency. And the 2 tight ends, grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. And then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
Throwing is Jackson. That's caught in the middle by Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
4 down. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets it down to the 32. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Now let's go. Green.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds a good pickup there at 22. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to McCoy. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 23.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Running with Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Jackson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like the first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Benjamin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Jackson to throw. He may try to run for this. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Murphy now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, they run with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Leopard! Leopard!
second down. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Here's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, look at 56.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, here we go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. Throwing going on first down. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Gone!
On 2nd down, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky hot!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up and run the action to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Murphy. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's McCoy. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Allen off the play fake. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4. Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, it's McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Allen. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Holmes. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And this is going to be incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to force it in there to Crabtree that time. And it's third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
All right, now, look at 56. Look.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. The pressure gets to him again.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
To throw is Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Matt Milano able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone! Detroit! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here from the 38. Breaks through the contact. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time. I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
They pitch out to Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Finds an opening, pass to one. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here come the Bills. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Now let's go.
Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Benjamin. Up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run, because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Jackson on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we know they like to get him the ball in space there, an underneath route, get it to him, let him make some people miss. Turned out to be a big play in overtime.
Did it ever. And let's face it, it's a league of matchups. That's what you want. Get a running back into space, as you talked about, put the ball on him and let him do the work afterwards. And that time, it worked really well.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Howard again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 49 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.